Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I kind of feel springy today, a little bit. My outfit anyway. Even the look. Now we're still doing green. I like this look. But is it considered a green look? I mean, sure, I throw a green shimmer on or a metallic shade, but is it green? Like, is it a true green look? Or does it have to be all green? I don't know. I would think this look is leaning more towards the green that I want. Like, definitely the lid shade is a lot lighter than it has been. But let's go over the rest of the face real quick. I'm wearing Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and Armani Concealer. I don't know the concealer because the little thingy fell off. But it's this one. So both are Armani, and I like both of them. I need a darker shade in that one, in the concealer, but the foundation's spot on. And it is, I think it's 5.1. Yeah. So it's spot on. I set the rest of my face through the T-zone with my Rimmel Stay Matte, and then I use the Bare Mineral Pro to set the rest, like the outside. For bronzer, I'm wearing the Too Faced again. I'm determined to go through this year. It is the Golden Cocoa one, and I am so getting there. Like, there is a good sized dip in that pan. For blush, I decided to use the Rouge Romance again, and this time I use Pretty Posh, which is this one right here, and the middle shade, this one right here. I use that one, and it is peachier than yesterday, so I like it, but it's still not the peach I'm looking for, but it's good. Let's see, what else did I use? For highlighter, I pulled out my Michaela in Glamlight highlighter, and it looks really pretty. It's this one here. This is one of my favorite highlighters, period. So, and then for lips, I am using the Estee Lauder Double Wear in Brick for lip liner, and then the lipstick is a Gucci in Janet Rust. Got a little sample. Look how cute this is. It's so adorable. So I'm wearing that for lips. And I think it goes okay with this look. It's not spot on, but I was wanting to try out that lipstick. And then I topped it with the Glamlight lip oil right in the middle. I do like the Gucci lipstick. It is very heavily fragranced. But it does feel nice on the lips. And that's a matte version. And it is a rust red, basically. Janet Rust, it kind of tells you. But it is very nice. So let's go to the eye look. The eye look, we are going to be using the Natasha Denona, the green brown palette, her big one. And this is what it looks like. And I have the paper for names right here. And the mattes that I'm using are actually in other palettes. I'm pretty sure all of them are. And the metallic shades I used, I don't know if those are in necessarily other palettes or not, but just know that these shades can be in other palettes. So the first shade we're going to go into is called Flamingo 57V. And that's going to get in my way. This one here. So we're still continuing on with the green look for St. Patty's Day. I'm determined to find a green I like, a green look I like. You can barely see this shade, by the way. I'm kind of just setting my primer, which is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot one today. But we're going to continue on with green. But I got in my beep hole today. I got a doozy, you all. I got a doozy. And again, it's one of these where, okay, I can kind of see it, but then I kind of can't. So I need opinions. I need other, I need to think through it. The next shade we're going to go into is Shell. I will say this was a very easy look to create too, which is this shade right here. And I know this isn't in other palettes. So anyway, am I in a beep hole? I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so If you're out with your significant other and they're talking, say we're all talking in a group, and he's saying something, and you question your significant other, like, are you sure? I thought it was something else or someone else or anything. You just question it because you're not sure, that if he's right or wrong, and you don't want him to be wrong, but, he's right. Just assume he's right, basically, if you're in this situation, but you're not. And he may not, but we'll pretend. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. All over the place, right? I know. And somebody said I had an annoying voice. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be annoying. I mean, I've been told that, though. My fiance will tell you that, too. But still yet, I don't mean to be. We're going to go into Suede, which is also in other palettes. But anywho, back to what I was saying. You question, are you the asshole? Or a-hole? Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. If you question your significant other while out, whatever the topic, are you an a-hole? Asking for a friend. Because I see it as you're just asking a question, but the partner is seeing it as you're doubting them. You don't believe them. In which case, then the group of friends won't believe them. Even if you backpedal and say, oh, yeah, you're right, your first answer always sticks. So I'm told. Is that true? Number one. And am I an a-hole for questioning? Now, you can question in private, that's fine. Like later on, But are you just to agree with your partner while out? Because it puts doubt in everybody else of what they're talking about. So I'm told. B, we're going back into that previous color now. B, even if you realize that your partner is right in the scenario, it don't matter because you've already questioned it, so everybody else is already questioning it. I'm going to take that suede shade and go a little bit darker. And see, it's disrespectful. Apparently. Now, what do you all think? I mean, is it disrespectful to question? Or are you just, curious yourself on the answer? But here's my thing. I will personally, I wouldn't care. But that's me personally. But is that something that, to be aware of? You know what I mean? Like, if I said something and somebody said, are you sure? I would be like, well, I'm, pretty sure. Yeah, why? And they give me what their opinion is. Like, it's just an opinion, right? How does that disrespecting? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it, y'all. Okay, we're going to go into the shade Emerald Green, which is this one right here. Whoops, this one right here. Man, this palette is really big. It's hard to show it, to be fair. We're going to put it all over the lid. I'm not spraying it or anything like that. But yeah, I'm curious on it. Is this something that, But it's like, well, what do you do if you know for a fact that your partner's wrong? Or maybe he's lying, or she. Like, and you know it. Do you question it, or do you let it go? Because I've learned that there's usually a reason, Like in my own relationship, if something's happening, there's a reason for it, you know what I mean? So I know not to say anything and then ask questions later. Fair. But just in a general conversation with people around, I don't understand what it matters, but maybe I'm missing something here. I don't know. I just don't know anymore with this world or with people in general. And I really do. I try to understand people's points of view. Like I may never agree with it, but I at least try to understand it. The best I can, you know? I'm not gonna agree with it all the time, and I'm not gonna exactly understand it all the time. But at least I try. In 9 out of 10, I always give somebody the benefit of the doubt. You know, I don't always just jump to negative things with people at all. I try not to. I used to. I used to take everything very personal, you know? But as I've gotten older, I'm like, you know, just because I take it that way don't mean that's the way it's being, you know? And if I do feel like it is taken personal, I'll ask. I'll be like, are you in a bad mood? You know, type of thing. And see what they say because, you know, maybe they meant it in a completely different way. We're going to go into the shade Cream for Inner Corner, which is this one right here. Or I just understood it wrong or anything. You know what I mean? I just don't jump to, oh, no, that's not what, you know, you meant it this way. Type of thing. And I take people for their word. And that, I guess, could be considered naive. I don't know. But I'm to, like, the point where, you know, when you look at life or people or anything and you're like, they're crazy, or this is crazy, the situation is crazy, whatever. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm the one that's crazy while everybody else is normal, if that makes any sense. We're going to go into the shade Arizona now, and I'm going to take that and line. It's this dark brown right here. And I'm going to line the top lash line and bottom lash line. I do love the mirror in this palette too. These are very pricey palettes, to be fair. I mean, I adore these palettes. They really are good. But their price point at full price is expensive. But she does have sales, because like I got both of these at some point for more than half off. It came in a set and it was marked down and it was more than half off for both of them. So I was like, yeah, I think I'll take that. And I think that's the cheapest I've seen it. So, but now that she's got codes even you can put in. Some people have codes, so you can always look for that too. But yeah, so let me know down in the comments if you question your, you know, significant other around people. If it's wrong. And I don't mean like you're playing 20 questions with him, calling him out or anything. You're just like, are you sure? I thought, you know what I mean? Type of thing. But because you did it, you've now disrespected and you've cast down everybody else. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can see it, but like if you would end up agreeing with your partner because maybe you were wrong, you know, I feel like that then takes away any doubt, but maybe not. but I am curious to know what you all think. I'm just going back over the initial shades now, just to make sure that they're there and they're blended pretty. I will say I really do like this particular eye look. I don't know if it would be considered a green look. I mean, I get there's green in it, but that don't make it, you know. But it is more built on the neutral side with, this is more of a poppy green. And I think this is the kind of green look that I am used to in theory. You know what I mean? Like I'm comfortable in. Where it is this with a really bright green lid, maybe even. But I don't know. It's like this particular color of green is really doing it for me for whatever the reason. And it is so very pretty. This green. This may be my favorite, you all. I'm excited. Although I should have guessed that it would be her that would make me like a green if there was ever a way for me to like a green. I need to pull that Yucca palette back out again, but I just don't think I'm going to enjoy that palette like I enjoy others, but I do need to give it a try. Again, I've been loving the fact that I get to wear brown mascara though. So we're going to go into the Brown Lash Clash for mascara. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the situation. And like I said, I do kind of see certain things. I don't, but then I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a little too far. Like, I think you can question. And then if, you know, they're right, they're right. If they're wrong, they're wrong, you know, type of thing. But I'm also the type that don't want to give misinformation, so. Or just jump to conclusions. But I mean, I ended up saying that, you know, he was right because I didn't know. That's why I asked. Like, that was my initial reason for asking, because I didn't know. I don't know, maybe I am an asshole. Or an a-hole, sorry. It all could be me. Everybody else is normal. That's the way I'm really looking at the world now. I'm the one that's wrong. Oh man, I love this mascara. I'm going to apply it to the bottom. Lashes also. I think I'm going to have to pick up a new one of these. I've got the girls again. Their mom came and got the baby. He stayed last night. He's a handful, let me tell you. He is the definition of a lap baby. His other grandmother spoils him. Alright. Okay, so here's the final look. I think we're getting closer I don't think that this is completely like my favorite. I think I can do better. But we're getting closer with each step. Like, I like the other looks though. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've liked them all. But I feel like this one is definitely much more poppier. Like, in your face green. Even though it's built with a neutral base. So I think that's the way I'm going to be able to wear green. With the blue, I figured it out. It's just tones. But with green, I think it's going to have to be a neutral, completely neutral base with the pop of green. For my waterline, for the bottom waterline, I used the Tarte Fake Awake. And then for the top waterline, I actually this time put the brown by Natasha Denona. And I like that. Especially with the green. I think it looks really pretty. I am flaking for some reason. Something's peeling. It could be my skin. But yeah, I like the brown for sure. And even putting it on the bottom lash line, I think it would look pretty too, but I like to keep it more brighter. I just don't feel comfortable wearing deep dark looks sometimes, you know? Especially come spring. Like, I just don't feel like, I think you should be wearing brighter looks. In my head anyway, you know what I mean? But I think it does overall look good. It looks very springy, so I'm pleased with it. Curious to know your thoughts. Like, I can't wait to see what your all's thoughts are on the greens. Like, which green's the best. And then, also, let me know. Am I an a-hole? I can handle it. Give it to me. You know, I'm curious. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it interesting. I'm sorry about my voice once again. I will work on that. Actually, I won't. I can't. God gave it to me. I'm sorry. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day, but Sunday unless there is a new launch. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy, guys. Bye.